Hello everyone, our project is Copper Country Mineral Compost, and we are Bunberry Farm, an innovative startup in the Western Upper Peninsula region. We have a patent-pending process that utilizes waste minerals that would otherwise sit unused and transforms them into something that benefits the environment and agricultural productivity in the region. We're located in Calumet, Michigan, with a composting site located in Ora, Michigan. I am Michael Minogue.
And I'm Andrea Senek. We share our home with a small herd of rabbits, mostly Angora. Along with endless cuteness, they also produce an impressive amount of tiny poops, lovingly known in our household as bunberries. Luckily, these nuggets are compost gold.
Yes. So our vision, we validated demand through our lived experience working with agriculture in the region and trying to do regenerative agriculture. We live in a region with predominantly shallow, sandy soil. This is typical across much of the Upper Peninsula as well as the northern lower Michigan. This limits agricultural productivity and is especially problematic for perennial crops because you cannot dig up the subsoil to amend them after planting. Primarily what we practice is agroforestry, so in order to maximize the efficacy of our planting, I began working on research long-lasting solutions that remain for the life of the tree and don't need to be applied every year. Mining and quarrying are growing in our region, and historically this has often not been great for the environment. We believe we have a solution that can use the excess minerals from the quarrying and mining to create abundance for the green energy transition and the growing regenerative agricultural movement. Carbon stored in the soil has 3 times the carbon in the atmosphere and quadruple the amount of all living beings on Earth. That's a lot of rabbits. We are currently losing massive amounts of topsoil each year, and if this doesn't stop, there will be dire consequences. But when you look at the archaeological record, it was not always this way. Some of the earliest civilizations around the world have actually left a soil that is exceptionally fertile to this day. In fact, it is now believed that the soil in Ukraine that is currently being fought over is largely created by early man. We have a patent-pending process for combining low-grade waste minerals to create an organic matter additive that can be used to replicate the effect of this Neolithic process. Quarrying, mining, farming, hunting, for ancient humans, these were not separate aspects. These were all parts of the cycle of life. They did not ship their waste off to a landfill, they processed it on site. These minerals can be added, as you see in the diagram, at multiple stages of the composting process, and that allows this process to be flexible and scalable across our region and many other regions like it. Our process. So many deposits, the current mining and quarrying generates large quantities of byproducts. Some of the operations I've seen nowadays generate more than 3 tons of excavated rock per excavated 1 ton of ore, and that's just the excavating the ore before any other processing. Many deposits have nodules such as shirt that are low in heavy metals but high in silica. This means that it's unsuitable for further iron processing, but it's harmless for agricultural use. There may be crusher dust that is unsuitable for use in roads, but there's nothing in it that would make it unsuitable for agricultural use. But combining this with local food waste and sawmill waste, we create a locally produced product that competes with big box stores and can help other Upper Peninsula businesses while also providing an additional revenue stream to quarrying and mining operations in the region. We are one of the few regions in America with a growing number of small farms, many with a strong preference for organic inputs. The local sources of bag compost expensive, and the existing minerals on the market are sourced from abroad, whether that be basalt from Scandinavia or things like green sand from Brazil. We have a process that uses local U.S. minerals, which saves a lot on transportation costs and is much more scalable versus the small bags that are shipped in. Our main cost is we would like to supply larger volumes of material and equipment, and we are currently working on building contracts and have already worked with many local suppliers to supply material for our own operation. We would also like to scale up to do more windrows so that we can supply the local community beyond just our own farming operation. What we are seeking are industry partners capable of supplying these minerals, whether they have them heavy metal tested themselves or we can do the heavy metal testing. We believe that based off of the mineralogical analysis that we have seen that these resources are there and they should be used. Right now, we're also looking for public partnerships. There was big news that there was a helicopter surveying the UP for abandoned mineral deposits just the other day. When we find these deposits, let's maximize their efficacy and use them in as many different applications as possible. We're also looking for assistance with funds in the carbon sequestration landscape that realize that this process doesn't just apply to mining operations in our region, but can apply to many other regions as well. So let's engineer abundance. We believe our technology can be scaled. We believe that it aids with organic farming and also segues perfectly with the green energy transformation that is currently happening across America. And if you want to contact us, you can see our email right there. You can also scan our QR code to see our website, and also just email us if you want more rabbit photos.
Round of applause.